What is good, horror horror? This is your boy H0rr0rgam3r Gamer back with another video for you. And if you can't tell by the title, it is another H0rr0rgam3r Reviews. And in this review, I'm actually going to be doing the sequel to the found footage film I watched the other day called The Fear Footage. Now, this one is called The Fear Footage 2, Curse of the Tape. So, as you know, your boy H0rr0rgamers Reviews has spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen this movie, go watch the movie, come back, comment in the comment section, let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, yeah, I want a little bit of input. So with all that being said, anything beyond this point is on you. So, where do I begin with this one? This one was a pretty good film. I did like the first one better because it was more of the anthology thing. In this one of the characters from the Speak No Evil found footage film was watching, and it was like the person who was on the camera wasn't him, because it showed him. This movie follows that guy, and he's saying that it's not him, that's somebody else, but it looks like him and sounds like him. And then he gets a hold of somebody from the Storm, the Storm Stalkers one, who also was in the film, but didn't know nothing about it. And basically, this movie is them going to Maryland, where this all happened, and trying to find out what's going on. Is this tape cursed? Does this tape exist? Because apparently this tape was what the Megan girl from the first one who killed her family, this was what she watched that made her go crazy and kill her family. So it starts off, they meet up, and they discuss the whole tape, and then they go to Maryland. And this one isn't an anthology film. This one feels more like a Blair Witch Project, and the fact that it follows them through the whole movie, and they're looking for clues, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. They go to the spot during the day that the house was at, and the house isn't there, but they're sitting there in an empty lot trying to find a tape. They go to the cemetery. In the movie, you find out there was more instances of murder-suicides in the area, and they are sitting there figuring it out. They have a map laid out, and they said, well, this happened here, this happened here, this one happened here on this date, this one happened here on this date. And then they kind of intertwine them, and it made the symbol from the Storm Stalker found footage film in the first one, where it was like that cult that was that killed, you know what I mean? And all of them linked. The central area where they all connected was the cemetery. So they go to the cemetery. The guy from the Speak No Evil, he goes in the cemetery alone, because the guy from Storm Stalkers wants nothing to do with that shit. And you know, he gets fucked with a little bit. He sees the henchmen in the black cloaks, and he comes running out. He walks into a room, and there's missing signs all over for him and the other guy, and it wasn't that bad. Like I said, for me, the first one was fucking so good. This one was a little bit of a step back, but it wasn't a bad movie. It was still a great movie. Like, this movie was really good. But I will say, towards the end, it got a lot better. Like, the beginning was pretty good when you find out that, you know, they're on this tape that they know nothing about, and they're going to find the tape. And then you get towards the middle, where they're going into Maryland and they're interviewing people about the house, and that's where it has the real Blair Witch feel. I feel they're interviewing people, asking them about the murders, asking them about the girl, if they heard about the tape, what made her go crazy, you know, what people are saying, what stories are being told around, you know, this general area. And like I said, that part was pretty good, but then it kind of like towards the middle, it slowed down a little bit. It still had a few jump scares, But I feel like they toned it down just a tad so they could fucking hit you in the face with the ending, because the ending was awesome. Like, the ending brings them back to the house. So basically what happens, here's what happens. They're in this cabin, and it's the night before they're getting ready to leave, because this guy, the guy from Storm Stalkers, wants nothing to do with this anymore. He's ready to go. He's tired of it. He's done. He's getting the fuck out of Dodge. So that night, all this crazy shit starts happening. The cop from the first one shows up on their porch, and he fucking bum rushes him, and his face is all fucked up. And so he's the guy from Storm Stalkers. He's done. Mike. His name's Mike. He's done. He fucking packs his bags, and he's telling the other guy, "You need to come on, or I'm leaving your ass," is what he said. "I will leave your ass." And he fucking packs and goes, you know. And so the other guy's like, okay, let me pack my stuff, I'm coming. So as they're leaving, the guy from Speak No Evil, he's not as scared as the Mike guy character is. He wants to find out about this tape so bad that it's almost driving him insane. But they're leaving, and he says something about the tape, and the Mike guy jumps downstairs. He's like, "You're still fucking talking about? I'm done with it." And then the Mike guy wears glasses, so he left without his glasses, and he told the other guy, he's like, "You're gonna have to drive. I can't see shit." So it switches to the scene where my man's driving, and Mike's in the passenger seat asleep, and he fucking turns around. Motherfucker, I would have whooped his ass if I was that dude. He turns around and goes to the site where the house was. And then my man wakes up, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then they get into this fight. He's like, "It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. You know, the house should be here." And he's, you know, and they're sitting there fighting, and they get into this fist fight. And then the camera falls, but when it lands, it lands on its side, and you can see the house. It went from an empty lot to there was a fucking house sitting there. So my man goes in this house looking for this tape, and he gets fucking trapped like the cop did. And oh boy, some of the shit that's in this house is just insane. Like, whew, like some of the imagery, like they did a good job on this movie making shit scary, like adding the tension and then bam, hitting you in the face with a fucking jump scare. That's what I enjoyed about this movie. The jump scares are good. Did this one make me jump? No. This one, unfortunately, not like the last one. The last one got me like 3 or 4 times. This one didn't even give me once. Because I figured, you know, I felt like it was coming. There was certain parts where you knew the jump scare was coming. But I love how the house fucked with them in this. And kind of put them into the fear footage tapes. You'll see. When you watch this movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about right there. It's at the end of the movie. But all in all, the movie was good. It just, for me, it wasn't as good as the first one. But normally that's how it is. First one always smacks you in the face with greatness. Then the second one tries but just falls a little short. And for me, it fell a little short. I do like what they did, though. They did it twice in this movie. In the beginning, my man's he was looking up the beer footage, and they had a little shameless plug of the website. I like that, where you can go on and you can buy the film. You know, that was pretty cool. Hey, no hate here, bruh. No hate here. That was genius how you worked that into the movie. Good shit. And then at the end, when they were doing the descriptions, like their families are distraught, you know, the cabin that they stayed in, you know, that part was pretty creepy too. But then at the end it says, go to the thefearfootage.com if you have any clues or any kind of thing to help them find these guys. And you go to thefearfootage.com, and it's a website where you can buy their shit. So that's good. Like I said, I have no hate for that. You gotta push your movie. However you can do it, you do it. And believe me, these movies right here, they're definitely worth pushing. These are good movies. These are solid horror films. I can't wait to get my hands on physical copies of them. They both were good, but like I said, first one was just a little bit better. This one wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as the first one. So, but I really enjoy it. I do recommend you go check these out. They're really good movies. But yeah, that's it. That's it, Horror Horde. The Fear footage and the Fear footage 2, Curse of the Tape. You gotta go check them out. And with all that being said, Horror Horde, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying I love you guys. Thank you. And as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.